wonderful weekend. Yes. And then, like a songwriter wrote, you know, Ọjọ́ Monday, Èkó nígbà. Each time we see Monday approach, it's like you see business coming in. You understand it now? And then, you know, Monday is also one day that some people don't even want it to come at all. Especially those who don't enjoy Monday. You know, a research was actually carried out in America. And that research also they carried out with taking data from, you know, from psychologists, from hospitals, from, you know, all these welfare centers. And they did not arrive at the conclusion that on Monday they found out that people's blood pressure on the high side. That, you know, people's blood pressure, you know, on the high side on Monday. And when they test it on Friday, it's normal. It's balanced. Which made them to conclude that a whole lot of people are actually doing what they don't like, what they don't have passion to do. They are just doing it because they felt like there is nothing else for me to do. People also like fun more than taking responsibility, you know, for their life. That's why, you know, we say thank God it's Friday. We say welcome is Monday.
There's no welcome is Monday, sir.
No, we are just trying to campaign, to bring up the campaign. You know, people get to Monday and Monday they buy it. Just let's go, let's go. I will see that HOD again. I will face this, I will face that, I will face. And then we need to understand that every day has its purposes. We look at Monday as being the first day, but in the actual sense, Monday is the first day. So, in the real sense, we started the week by break. You have break on Sunday, then we should get to Monday, you know, with refreshed energy. I was once a victim of not knowing how to make use of my rest day. There was a place I was actually, you know, organization I was actually part of. That organization I work Sunday to Sunday. And then I was not given a leave, 2 weeks leave. And then because I didn't know how to make use of leave, I love work. And I used to abuse those who go for vacation. What have they done that they are going for vacation? And I use all my 2 weeks leave to do hardcore work. And then when I resume, the first day I resumed, I felt sick. So my boss was just, how come now? We give you 2 weeks to go and refresh, and you still came back weak. I told the work has to be done. All of us, we meant work here, and we will leave work to where we are going. So that's why we need time to refresh. Most of us, especially Africans, we don't know how to actually make use of our free time. You see, and it's basically because we celebrate efforts, so to say, above results. See, if your effort is not producing results, you go for retreat. And in that retreat, there is what I call personal audit. In that retreat, you'll be able to audit yourself. The difference between where we were and where we are now is majorly activities. And the difference between where we are now to where we want to be is also going to be activities that made me not to actually accomplish all the goals I might have highlighted. And that is when you will now know that, okay, this activity. The difference between the poor and the rich and the activities they both engage in. So we now look at these activities, the best it can offer me is this. If I engage in these activities, then I should be able to go further. Then there are some activities that you are already used to, that you love, that you need to stop, to remove them, and you embrace some activities that you don't love, that you have to embrace. So we need to understand that most of the time, we need to drop what we call passion to be able to take up some responsibilities that will make us achieve our purpose. You get it now? So that's why when I see Monday, personally, I'm excited about Monday. I'm excited about Monday because I love what I'm doing. Is this supposed to be embraced by everybody? No. We are different in capacity. We have different traits and we have different goals we are pursuing. And you never knew even what I'll be doing during this active period. Maybe it will be your own. Of course, it's my active period as well. But goals that we pursue definitely differ. So that's why we need to know how to actually attach what we do to the time that we have. So, because of that, you should always be prepared because there's nothing anybody can do that can make Monday to be taken out of the days of the week. There is nothing anybody can do. No matter how much you say, thank God it's Friday, and you get another about Friday, and you fry your face about Monday. Monday is there to stay in eternity. As we are all dwelling in time now, not eternity, there is nothing anybody can do about Monday. So why not reprogram yourself? Because everything is about reprogramming. So you can also learn to love Monday. And how would you learn to love Monday is attach something that is good. Attach your expectation to Monday. Attach your expectation to Monday. Bring the value Monday can offer you. Bring it out. I'm getting it now. So you can say, okay, on Monday, at least we're coming for this kind of program. On Monday, schedule your goals that this and this and this are what I'm going to achieve on Monday. See, the moment you attach value to Monday, thank God it's Friday will not even make sense to you. You will wish Friday is another Monday. Why? Because you've already attached something good, something great to Monday. It's the majority of us that are saying thank God it's Friday. They are in a way logging out, out of value production. They are logging out of productivity. That's what happens. And then the real wealthy people, they don't even want to hear thank God it's Friday. Because they are going to halt some productivity. And then to now delay it till Monday to resume again. To them, it's like money is not coming, they are not hearing anything. So that's why everyone here now, there's nothing like Friday, there's nothing like weekend. Every day is any day. So does that mean you will not rest? No, you will rest. You are the one that will know how to plan your rest moment out of all this shit because you are a CEO. You can decide not to go out today and you stay there. You are the one that will schedule your plan, your meeting with your prospect or your client. Let's put that so they come to the office, do this, do that, because you are in charge of your time. So you can determine you are the first prophet over your life, and whatever you say to yourself or whatever you permit, it definitely come to pass. I said it some times ago that if you are him, be him with your two legs. Real estate, you don't do it as a side hustle, like what I said, do it as a main hustle. Not just main hustle is the only hustle. Now, I want you to know this. The fastest way to become wealthy is to be a realtor. And because you are already a boss of yourself, and we are also in the business that everybody needs it. There is no one that does not depend on real estate. And I also said that one of the ways to also become wealthy is to transact with assets. And transaction with assets means you either buy it or you sell it. Now, before one starts buying assets now, you can generate resources by selling assets. But you're going to be paid commissions, and there are some other incentives that will come with it too. Now, that is the beginning. And don't stop at only selling assets, also buy assets. And then the value acquisition and the rental income that everything comes together with you dealing with real estate. I've said it time to that number that this market is very, very competitive now. And as somebody is saying, I'm not saying, somebody is also saying, it's the best time for me. So those who are selling like water, there is what they do. And those who are not selling, there is what they must know, they must learn from those who are selling. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? Now, one basic way in this kind of competitive market that will make one to actually thrive is not to sell products, but to sell value. There was a government allocation there on that land. And when we went ahead to go and ratify the whole document, from government office, they told us, have we been seeing the community people? And we said, yes, we are on top. Because they now told us that the reason is that there has to be some amount of money that you will pay to them before this allocation now gets to see of you. Otherwise, if you go through the government's of course you get your document, but there will be a fight. You settle it down. And the best government can do is to just come and clear and allocate all this for you. But don't forget that you are building a community, and you must try as much as possible to make the community clear. You might say that you are a businessman or you are a salesperson, they are going to sell to your client. One thing that I always believe is that once a client is treated well, you always have better sales. I'm getting that. And when somebody is treated well, don't forget that that person came out from a community. And most of the time, people in the same community, they have the same need. So if somebody has bought, then just that there are several people in that same community that we have interest to buy at the same time. So I need us to relate. We have sold land, we have sold something before, we have communicated into, we said that marketing is all about transference of interest. But I want us to concentrate more on value selling and not product selling. What makes your land in Ketuepe different from their land in Ketuepe, side by side? What makes your land in Aton different from their land in Aton, side by side? Even if your own seems as if it's a little bit farther away, what makes you think, a little bit farther away and still higher price than theirs that is very close? I don't get what I'm saying. So what? Why should I buy? So one thing that will distinguish it is if you engage in value selling. One meeting I had 2 days ago, the meeting was held January 7th. After I came out from the meeting, I cancelled all the vision I'm waiting for you. I have to guide them all the way. It was then that one of the vital statements that was said that whatever you have planned that you need every month, every year, say multiply it by 5. That is what you should be pursuing. They now say that the basic reason for doing this is that it helps you to stretch yourself and cite the available possibilities that one may not find. It happens. When we stretch, that's when we find the available possibilities. So these things are being started. Then it will make it to start brainstorming. It will change who you relate with. It will realign you. It will make you understand that this course I need to learn this. Then whatever step you are taking that you are stretching yourself, you will see opportunities. You begin to see that, okay, before I can do this, I've been doing this one by one. They are going to do it 2 by 2, 4 by 4. I just mean that you are stretching from every area of your life, and then you cannot stretch and you remain the same. So there is that tendency for you not to be able to read this in the first or I get it now. But there is also that tendency for you to exceed it. But the truth of the matter is that you'll be better off than your initial plan. Let's start with retirement. Know your age now. When do you want to retire? I get it now. You know, those who are of lower age, their retirement plan will be longer. So they can still have time. I used to tell somebody that me now, I don't have time for experiments. There's no experiment for me. No experiment to at all. Before, in any uncompleted building, any uncompleted deck, I used to jump from the decking to the but now I believe that you know, because we be reducing the risk. All the risks, small thing I can be, I cannot even do it now. I get it now. So we need to understand this thing. It will help us to know which book to read, to know which conference to go for, to know who to relate with. It helps us to know who to ask questions, whose step we need to follow. Are you getting it now? Now, when you gather all these things, you know, you now have enough data available than the previous one that will now make you design your strategy, your plan, set your goals, and once all those factors that constitute to your movement have been added, you know your pace will change. Are you getting it now? Those people that used to have time for, you don't have time for them, not because you are arrogant, but because you have a goal. So, how old do you want to retire? Once you plan it, this is when I want to retire. And then, aside from the age, when you get to this age, how much do you think you can be earning every month? That even if you are not physically involved in active business, this is the amount you want to be earning. So how do you prepare the channels? Are you getting it now? Once you are able to do well with this, you can use real estate to finance this. You can use this way. You know, for this month that we said that bought 2,000 naira worth of land, one of our sons took out to US. They're doing COVID. He said he's tired. She's tired. She cannot say yeah. They're going to Japan. She ran back home. All her children, all the lot of land she bought, she just started giving them one after the other. One after the other. That is the you know, somebody said one of the best things that may pass of what people should inherit is your picture. So don't be still picture if you are not you know what? They begin to read and use this. I get found some people will see a picture. Good daddy. I'm telling you, they will say that concerning us that we are good though. But please, today that they will be fighting for pictures. I'm not carrying the portrait. No. Maybe you have taken one before. This is not, they'll be fighting. That wise man said one of the greatest things that people should inherit from you is your picture. Don't give client too much information than the one they are requesting for. Let them ask questions. If they don't ask about documents, don't talk about documents. If they don't ask, is it along the road? Don't tell them it's along the road. Some people may not even want along the road. So by you saying along the road, piss them off. Let them ask questions. So by the question, it's like they are setting questions for you that you already have the script. So it is from your script. May not be in order of your arrangement now, but in order of the question they are asking, you don't be picking it. But you just ensure that you are offering the board. Please don't argue with them. Don't argue with them. Do you understand me now? Don't argue. Like what I put, I've seen somebody like the woman if they are going to work with her, she was arguing. You know, a client. I mean, a realtor was accusing the client. You know, if you like that, how did she get the person? She took flyer and stepped out here, and she was not distributing. And then about a week or two, they agreed to meet in the office. They met up. She was not saying, I have to tell her, keep quiet. The man was already not ready to buy again. The man was tell her, keep quiet. We just need to not, the people they are saying what is happening. Let's be set. Yes. Let us find it because don't say your wife. It's a lie. It's a lie. How do you know? Yeah, even if it was for you, how it's easy for me to respond that way. Very easy. To tell another because this is good. And the product knowledge, investment, and all those things. And this is about to appreciation. You understand? And it's also a good, tool against inflation. We use it to fight inflation. This is one tool. Real estate is one tool that I use to fight inflation. Like what I said, they said they hide money. People are saying there is no money, there is no money. So for another house, they are not increase rent. Yes, now. I mean, like what I said, people that are paying the rent, they are financing the lifestyle of the owner. So that's just wealth creation. Not just wealth creation, people wealth retention.